Greetings to the viewers and subscribers. Today we will be covering applied management N5. So we will be focusing on module 1. I will be simplifying, explaining, summarizing those points, which is there are subtopics in your textbooks. So I'm going to be explaining each and every point, giving examples, trying to simplify it as possible as I can, so that you get the understanding behind these terms, or rather these topics, so that you have understanding under each topic. So to our new viewers, I would like to say to you, normally I like telling my viewers that as you watch or dive into such content, I do recommend you to have a scribbler and a pen for taking necessary notes. And please, can you kindly show love by subscribing and turning on the notification bell for new updates. So number 1 will be professional behavior. So I'm going to be explaining what professional behavior talks about. So applied N5, it specifically focuses on making you a professional employee. So we're all dealing with professionalism. It focuses on a lot of professionalism. So I think you have to put it into context that your applied N5, it teaches you to be what? To be professional. So by you taking everything that you are learning and putting it into your mind as a reminder that this book is teaching you how to be a professional in terms of the working placement, or in terms of you running your own businesses. So it teaches you professionalism, which is why the first module starts with a professional behavior. So we will be diving into a lot of topics. So the first one is professional behavior. So a professional behavior, it might be asked to say, what is a professional behavior? They might ask you to define what a professional behavior, because the whole textbook, it's about professional behavior. So it's mostly unlikely that the examiner might skip this term. You might find it on one word, or true or false question, whereby I think now, if I'm not mistaken, if you say false, you need to give the correct term, which is, I think that is where you're going to be seeing this. And true or false question for N5 or N6, I think it's 2 marks. So you don't want to lose that 2 marks. So they can say profession. They give you a term. What is a professional behavior? The meaning. Then you find that the meaning is false. It doesn't mean a professional behavior. So you're going to say false. Then you also get marked for putting the correct answer, which is you're going to be putting professional behavior. So what is a professional behavior? Professional behavior is to behave in a respectful manner. So that is the first point. When you are writing your sentence, it must have what? A respectful manner. And another thing, you're going to say a professional behavior is to behave in a respectful manner, and it allows you to have the abilities to listen, communicate, and build relationship. So those are 3 points that I've just mentioned. So it allows you to have the ability to listen, to communicate, and to build relationships. So all in all, you have about 4 points. So it must at least consist of those points, because sometimes it can be a 3 mark. They can say define a professional behavior for 3 marks. So you don't want to end up getting 1 mark for just saying being a respectful or a professional is you doing things in a professional way. What ways are you talking about? You need to further elaborate what exactly ways you are meaning. So make it easier for the marker to see that you know what a professional behavior is. So the first one, we're going to say respectful. So someone who is respectful, we consider that person what? Professional. If, for instance, you are a waiter, then I start saying you serve bad food. If you are a professional waiter, you won't retaliate. You won't retaliate. You're going to say, I'm sorry, ma'am, for you, or I'm sorry, sir, for you, for feeling in that way. I will further escalate the matter, so that we can have a better solution for how you feel, right? You are being professional. But if you are not professional, once I say you served me bad food, you're going to start saying, yo, so why did you come here? Hey, customers, what? That's not a professional behavior, guys. You will be expected to be professional. Your professionalism, they're going to test you. The moment you get in service training, the first thing that they're going to look for is your professionalism. Are you professional? Are your transcript matching the person you are? Because if they check your transcript, they would assume that you know how to be a professional because you have read. They would assume that you understand this concept, you understand these basics. So you need to put them into your mind that wherever you go and work, you must have a professional behavior. You must not involve emotions. I know that sometimes people can trigger your emotions, but try to be professional. If someone says, do you have someone? You can say, unfortunately, we are not allowed to discuss our personal relationship with customers. You're just being professional, you understand? If someone wants to sexualize you or harass you, you deal with them in a professional way. You deal with them in a professional way to say, no, sir, I'm not allowed to discuss personal stuff with customers. So you are being professional. So get that term state. So I'm just giving you examples so that it is easy to remember. It will be easy for you to recall that, I remember when we were discussing about professional behavior. These were the examples. These were some of the examples that we indulge with. So the term for professional behavior, I said it is to behave in a respectful manner, and it allows you to have the ability to listen, to communicate, and to build a relationship. So those are your points, guys. So the importance of interpersonal skills. So diving into point number 2, which is the importance of interpersonal skills. So you would remember that interpersonal skills, we have indulged with them previously in N4. So what are interpersonal skills? So interpersonal skills is the ability to build new relationship. As you see this thing interlinks with your professional behavior, right? You would remember that I said professional behavior involves of the ability to listen, build relationships. So now you see that the importance, they're asking you the importance of interpersonal skills. Someone who has interpersonal skills has the ability to build new relationship with new people. You can easily adapt to new friendships, right? You can easily make friendships. You have the internal skill to build relationship with whoever in your establishment. So we are referring to those interpersonal skills. So now we are going to be focusing on why are they so important for you to know. Why is it that it is important for you to know interpersonal skills? So why are interpersonal skills so important? So the first point of the importance of interpersonal skill is that They must use good people skills to build relationship, which is what I just mentioned. That is your first point. They must use good people skills to build relationship with customers. So you must be able to build a relationship with customers. So you must have a good skill of understanding customers, right? We come from different environment, we come from different spaces. So I might come to a restaurant angry because maybe I had a misunderstanding with my family. So I'm just there. So you must be able to at least accommodate me in such manner that I feel welcome, even if you can see that this person might be going through a lot. Your duty is to be able to build a communication between me and you. You must be able to submerge my energy. You must be able to get me into interacting with you. So by me responding to you nicely, it means even though I was angry, you have made me comfortable to talk to you, right? So that's ways of building what? Relationships. So number 2, staff must interact and communicate professionally with guests from arrival to departure. So once someone comes in a restaurant, you must be professional, guys. You must be professional. We are getting to a point whereby we normally see these things happening in the restaurants. We normally see how unprofessional waiters treat us. We normally see how unprofessional restaurants treat us, right? So you normally find videos of someone not happy how the service, how he got the service compared to how other people were being served. It feels like they were not taken too seriously. So these are the things that this module teaches you about. It teaches you not to be one of the unprofessional workers in wherever you're going to work, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a restaurant, whether you will be a runner or a service, what. It teaches you that. So from arrival, I come in. You must be willing to greet me with a smile. Even if you are angry, I do not care. I'm a customer. I must see your smile. You must greet me. You must make me feel welcome. You can't say, hello, which table must I prepare for you? You are not being professional. You are not being professional. I expect you to be smiley. You must smile every day. You chose to work there. It means you must be happy with what you are doing. You cannot be sad. You cannot be sad. So that's part of the importance of being interpersonal, having interpersonal skills, having the ability to smile even when you don't feel like smiling. But because you understand it's part of your duty to do that, you must smile for me, even you don't feel like smiling, even if I'm your enemy. For the fact that I came to your restaurant, to your workplace, it doesn't set me aside from being a customer, and it also doesn't set you aside from being professional. So you need to be professional. I need to be a customer to you, despite whatever disputes we might be having outside the establishment. So I said point number 2 is that the staff must interact and communicate professionally with the guest on arrival and departure. Also on departure, when I leave, you must be say it was nice having you. Hope to see you next time. You are making me want to go there. You are making me choose that spare that you work at. I would say, comparing the spares that I have went to, I think the spare in Sunview City, it's more professional. I feel welcome there. You understand? It's all about where you feel a sense of belonging, guys. So that's how you obtain customers. That's how you will end up getting more tip than others. You need to be professional at all times. So point number 3, staff must use good interpersonal skills to retain customers, loyalty, and generate sales. That's what I've just said to you. If I feel a sense of belonging, it means I will be increasing the revenue of your establishment. Rather me going to a KFC or what, I will always want to come where you work, because I feel a sense of belonging. I feel like I'm more than welcome there. So I would always want to go there, and I would always want to buy more. I would always recommend the place, because I know how you guys treat people, right? So it will increase sales. It will increase the revenue of your establishment, even if it's your own restaurant. Because of you give people a sense of belonging, they will always choose you. So it is an important point to consider. And another point is that effective communication and listening skills are needed when dealing with customers. Effective communication. You must keep on checking up on me. Are you sorted? Are you fine? So it's being a professional. You normally see these things when you go to a restaurant, but to your mind, we never knew until we studied the professional behavior, right? We studied hospitality. We now know. Oh, the reason they keep on checking us, they are just being professional, or they're trying to build interpersonal skills. There are things that you must see, because you're a hospitality student. You must have the ability to assess that this person is building interpersonal skills. This person, she's being a professional. I can see you are professional. They do not even to know that you know hospitality. By you just sitting there and you see how they serve you, see how they service you. You can even say, I will give you a tip. You gave me a good service, and if they do not serve you accordingly, you have the right to complain. Here in hospitality, it teaches you that you have a right to complain, because you know the right, you know your rights, you know how things must be done. So there's no such a thing whereby you're going to be scared to complain about how the person serves you or how things were dealt with. Right, so effective communication refers to you checking up the customers. Are they still fine? Are they still comfortable? Is there anything that they need? Right, so the last point is staff members must work effectively as a team to achieve departmental goals. For instance, you and Mavis are not in good terms. How do you expect the workflow would be smooth if you and Mavis are not in good terms? So despite you feeling somehow, you need to be professional to say, Mavis, me and you, we might be having this argument, but let us not allow it to disturb our workflow, because once the workflow is disturbed, we're going to have a problem in terms of the service that we are going to provide to the customers. So, for instance, Mavis is a chef, when you are a waitress. So, Mavis is going to prepare bad food. And who served the food? You will be reliable for being professional for what Mavis have cooked. You will be reliable to say, how can you also serve? You can see that the food, there's blood in the food. It's not cooked well. Because of you and Mavis having this dispute, you keep going to Mavis and say, Mavis, it's 10 minutes late and the customer have not received their food, because of you and Mavis having what disputes. So avoid not being professional, even under unconditional terms. So you must be always professional. So point number 3, ways to build rapport and customer. So guys, also read the definition. I didn't include the definition of what rapport is. So you need to know what rapport is in order for you to know the ways of building it. So read the definition of what rapport is. I think I only included prowess and deportment and body language. So I don't know why I forgot to involve rapport. But rapport, you would see that the definition on your first page, I think, where the terms and terminologies is there. So ways to build rapport is that rapport, okay, I think I have the meaning here. Rapport refers to the means of building relationship with people based on mutual understanding, trust, and respect. So rapport is similar to what? Interpersonal skills, right? It's similar, but now it differs where it involves trust and respect, but it is similar to what? To interpersonal, to professional behavior. But rapport, it involves a mutual understanding, trust, and respect. So that's what makes it a different. So rapport refers to the means of building relationship with people based on mutual understanding, trust, and respect. So ways of building rapport. Number one, create a strong impression at the first meeting with the guest by greeting friendly. I explained it in terms of interpersonal skills. You see, these things, they are interlinked. They it's like a chain. So once you understand the first one, it's easy for you to understand the second one. You understand the second one, it will be easy for you to understand the third one, right? So it's a chain. It's a sequence that it connects to each another. So it's a sequence of understanding which connects to each another. So we said, number one, we create a strong impression at the first meeting with the guest. I said, you can't greet me and say hello, and I can see in your face that it seems like this person is bored. I can't be experiencing that. I must see that you are a happy employee there at that establishment. So how you greet me, it will make me feel that you are happy with servicing me. So it's like you are forced to see everyone like president. So everyone that comes to your restaurant or comes to your establishment, you are forced to treat them like president. It's like you seeing President Ramaphosa each and every day. Each and every customer is President Ramaphosa too, because the impression that you are going to give to the president or the minister or a celebrity is the impression that is supposed to give to each and everyone that comes there. So that's the first point. And then the second point, address customers by name and express appreciation for their support, as this will make them feel special and promote a sense of belonging. That's what I was telling you about interpersonal. You see, these things, they interact. So it will make them feel special. You by addressing Mr. Banban, Mr. Ndlovu, or Mr. President Ramaphosa, say it was nice having you in our restaurant. We hope to see you again. Automatically, President Ramaphosa, whenever he feels like coming to a restaurant, will pick your restaurant. Why? Because you have made him feel a sense of belonging. You have made him feel a sense of belonging. So that's why he will keep choosing you guys. So another point is that listen to the customer's needs and respond quickly to resolve queries and requests. If Ramaphosa says, waiter, do we have additional meal or additional dessert that I can have? Something like a soft pudding, it must have a yogurt, or it must have something. Then you must be able to quickly note it down to say, okay, let me just go confirm with our chefs and I will come back to you. So you deal. That's how you deal with customers. If you don't know that whatever that is being requested, it's on the menu for today, you just go and consult with the chef. You ask the chef, are you going to be able to design this kind of dessert for this client? This client has requested that he would like pudding. He doesn't like our peanut ice cream because he might be facing allergies in terms of peanuts, right? So can you prepare this thing? So it's you building that sense of belonging. It's you treating each and every customer with a sense of belonging, guys. So importance of maintaining professional relationship with customers. So I'm at point number 4. So the importance of maintaining professional relationship with customers. Why is it important to maintain professional relationships with customers? I say to you, sometimes a customer, let's say you are a lady, right? And you are saving this gentleman. He came there alone. He might be wanting to throw tantrums to you, like he might wanting to have a extra relationship with you. Maybe he might be affirmed to be with you, right? So he might be affirmed to be with you. So you need to treat it as professional. You must be professional, guys. You must be professional with your customers. So if a customer wants something extra outside what you are there to do, you must be able to tell the customer that unfortunately, say, we cannot further escalate our conversation. It needs to be as professional as I can. I cannot involve my personal stuff, right? We cannot be interacting into in a personal level, unless maybe you are more likely to accidentally meet me outside the establishment. I will be more than pleased to entertain you, but for now I can't. I'm at work and I must be servicing people. So but I would like to talk to you outside the establishment with a smile. That's how you deal with customers, maintaining what? A professional behavior. You're maintaining a professional behavior. You are not making a customer sad. You are being honestly, and you are also entertaining him or her in a nicer manner, in a nicer approach, in a professional way. So the importance of maintaining professional behavior with customers. Number one, it will increase sales due to loyal customers that regularly support the business. You see, these things, they interlink each other. Say they are a chain. They interlink. The first, we discussed the professional behavior. We discussed the importance. We discussed ways of building rapport. Now we're looking into importance of maintaining professional behavior. And the first point is it increases sales due to loyal customers that regular support the business. I made an example with Cyril Ramaphosa. You treated Cyril Ramaphosa with great respect, a professional way, and Cyril Ramaphosa always feels welcome to establishment, always feels a sense of belonging to your establishment, to your restaurant, to your hotel. So number two, encourage customer word of mouth. So Cyril Ramaphosa will tell Angie Motshekga that, the Spur at Sun City View, it's so great, man. It's so great. It has fantastic people. They serve you so good that you would even feel like not leaving. So it's a word of mouth. Ramaphosa is doing marketing on behalf of your establishment. So if Angie Motshekga asked Cyril, where could we go for having a cup of tea, would say, I would prefer to go to Spur, man. I know that Wimpy, they serve coffee, right? Or Mug and Bean. But for me, I think going to Spur, Sun City View Spur, that's where I would feel a sense of belonging, man, because the people there, they give us great service. Or it might be your restaurant that, there's this African restaurant that is owned by this beautiful young lady or this handsome gentleman. They give a good service. So you get to feel that yourself, that Ramaphosa is feeling a sense of belonging. So let's go into the what? The third point. So identify a specific customer's needs to satisfy them. So if you see that Cyril Ramaphosa is there with his grandchildren or granddaughter, and the granddaughter is a toddler, and he might be spilling on his clothes. So you can also include saying, Mr. President, if you need any napkins for us to help your daughter, do not hesitate to putting those into a request. So by you seeing, you already assess the situation that you are not only focusing on Cyril Ramaphosa, but you're also focusing on what? On the granddaughter, which will make Cyril Ramaphosa even more have thrown into that establishment because you notice that the toddler keeps on spilling food on his clothes, and you offered what? A junior napkins for the daughter. So Cyril Ramaphosa will be very pleased to keep on coming there because they know that they do not have to worry about toddlers because you are there, or the toddler might be crying, and you as a waitress, you know you're good in handling kids. You can just offer a kids, what would you like to eat? What would you like to go and play in our playing zone, or would you like me to get you some toys, or would you like me to read you some books? Anything that will make the toddler feel comfort and safe. And by you doing so, Ramaphosa feels a sense of belonging. So point number 4, facilitate customer communication. Have a user-friendly website, call center services, and customer loyalty programs, among others. So facilitate custom. You are giving Cyril Ramaphosa those cards. You see, those people giving you, they always encourage you to have like customer rewards card at Clicks, for instance. They will want to have that customer rewards. Why are they encouraging to have that? Because they know if you keep coming, they will say, for today, Mr. Ramaphosa, the establishment would like to give you a coffee. You won't have to pay anything. We're giving you a free coffee. You can bring extra guests. It's on us. So Cyril Ramaphosa would also know that, hey, that restaurant, even when I do not have money, I can just go use my rewards card to have a meal or to buy some coffee, because my points have the credits to allow me to do that. Right, that is the last point in terms of the importance of maintaining a professional behavior, guys. So, a poise. What is a poise? A poise means to behave in a confident, composed, and tactful manner, even in difficult situations. So, being poised. So, I said to you, you meet your enemy, right? Let's say Sibongile is your enemy. From where? From your hood. Now Sibongile comes to your restaurant. You can't treat Sibongile as your enemy. You need to treat Sibongile as what? As your customer, as Cyril Ramaphosa. Even though you do not like Sibongile, we are not saying you must like Sibongile. We are not saying you must have that thing of faking your love. No, you must have that professionalism. You must treat Sibongile as if you do not know her. Like, she must feel like, she must be surprised. She must be amazed that you gave an extraordinary service to her. Because, tell you what, if you treat her bad and Sibongile complains, you will be on the record, not Sibongile. They do not care about your difficulties outside the establishment. They do not care if you're having conflicts with your neighbors, or it's a neighborhood, or what. They do not care. Me as a manager, I don't give a damn about how you feel. I don't give a damn about how you feel. You need to treat each and every customer by respect. You must be tactful to them. So I do not care if Sibongile is your sister's stepdaughter or is your stepmother. I do not care. You must serve her like any other customers. That's why we are saying we are being professional. We are teaching you professionalism. So, poise, it means to behave in a confident. You must be confident. She must be able to see that you are confident. You smiling. Good day, ma'am. How are you? And how, in terms of the seating, would you like me to arrange sitting outside or inside the establishment? Or what would you like me to put on request? Glass of water, champagne, wine. You see, you're being professional. She wouldn't even know what to pick because you are being professional. You gave her what she was not expecting. So that's poise for you. So this word, remember your enemy when you see it. Remember your enemy. I always tell the student that I Twitter that when you see poise, remember that one girl that you normally that you used to fight with at res, or remember that person that you don't like the most coming to your establishment, and now you are forced to be professional. That's how you are going to remind the definition of poise. I mean, you are going to be confident and tactful, composed. You are dealing with the situation even on a difficult terms, right? You know that, or even in difficulty, I must deal with this person in a professional manner. So body language, we know the gesture. Are you tired? Are you looking that? Your posture. I must see that you are flex. I must see you have the energy, a genetic. So I see that you're in the mood, man. You're in the mood. So the body language relates to a non-verbal communication by means of facial expression, body language, posture, eye contact, appearance, touch, and silence. So I see how you look at me. I see how your body talks to me, your facial expression. I see a sad person, or am I seeing a happy soul? And the touch and the silence, how you treat silence, how you touch things. So yeah, that's all I will be looking at in terms of your body language. So how to behave with poise and deportment. So deportment, okay, I skipped deportment. So deportment refers to the way a person behaves and physically presents himself or herself in public. So you see these things, they are more likely to confuse you. If you do not study to master and understand them, you're going to be confused. Hence, N5, that's what makes it hard. A lot of things are similar. And if you do not master the difference between what you are studying, it's going to confuse you. You're going to answer interpersonal relationships to professional behavior. You're going to answer rapport to interpersonal skills. And it's more likely the exam might ask the importance of interpersonal skills, the ways to build a rapport. It will always confuse you if you have not mastered the difference. And for your understanding, it's going to even make it worse if you do not understand what rapport refers to, what interpersonal skills refers to. So you must have that difference. So deportment refers to the way a person behaves and physically presents himself or herself. So the key point is how you behave, how you physically present yourself in the public, right? So that's deportment. So it refers to how you behave, how you physically present yourself. So how to behave with poise and deportment when dealing with customers. So poise, we said, dealing with what? Your enemy, right? And deportment, we are saying what? How you present yourself to that person. So poise, we say, dealing with your enemy dealing with your enemy will make the situation difficult, right? That's poise. It will make the situation difficult. And then poise, it's how you are going to present yourself when the situation is difficult. So the first point is that you must remain composed and respectful while listening patiently to the compliant without being upset. If that enemy of yours says, I don't like the fries, I think they are too salty, I think they are too oily, you must not react. You must say, oh, I'm so sorry for you to be feeling in that manner. Let me try and solve this issue by offering you other things. Would you consider us remaking your fries, or we must give you onion rings in replacement of your fries? Or what would you like us to do? Should we grill our fries and not include oil? How would you like your fries being prepared? That's how you are applying powers and deportment when dealing with difficult customers, which are your enemies, right? So that's the first point. You must remain composed, respectful while listening patiently to the compliant. Number 2, you must convey a confident and open body posture, which is, we talked about body language. And number 3, remain friendly, calm, and keep good eye contact. So those are the points you need to remember when you are answering how to behave with poison department. So they might ask, so you must be able to tell the marker or the examiner that these are the things that when you are dealing with poison department, because you know poison department, what they mean, right? You are my student, you know what I said. Poison is that enemy, is that your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend. You must serve them with what? With professionalism and respect. So deportment is how you're going to present yourself to your ex and his new girlfriend or her new boyfriend. Then, so another point is said, remain friendly, calm, keep good eye contact, be smiling. You must show a sort of confidence. They must not see that you have shrunken, you have shuttled inside by using them. No, you must not act amazed. You must not act. The person, your ex partner, must not notice that you might be knowing the boyfriend. You must be so professional that the partner must not even have noticed that you guys know each other. That's how professionalism you must be. And take responsibility for the problem and tactfully suggest solution to solve them. I said the boyfriend complains about oily fries. You must be what? Take responsibility for the problem and provide solutions, which is, I said, the solution can be you offering onion rings, a different cooking method for the fries. So you must be that respectful, guys. So I think those are the 4 points that you need the most in terms of how to behave with poise and deportment. So ensure that you subscribe, you like the video, and stay tuned for the next update, guys. We also do offer our tutoring services. If you have inquest in terms of our tutoring services, do not hesitate contacting us. We would leave our flyers at the end of the video, guys. Hope to see you in the next video.